Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you learners? Today I will tell you about the next topics of input devices which we discussed before. In this video I will tell you the output devices and then storage devices. Our three topics: input devices, remaining topics, and then output devices, and then storage devices. So let's start. Next input device is digital camera. A digital camera is a device which is very similar to an ordinary camera which we use on daily life, but nowadays it is not very common. Digital camera is very common nowadays. The ordinary camera stores the images on a film, while the digital camera takes photographs and stores them digitally on its memory. The ordinary camera has a limited capacity because it cannot take pictures if the film of the camera is full. However, the digital camera can take and store a large number of images, and store capacity of a digital camera can also be increased. We use SD card in digital camera. The SD card are now available in markets up to 32 GB. So we can say digital camera has a huge capacity as compared to ordinary camera. Apart from this, the pictures taken from an ordinary camera cannot be viewed on it at the spot, while digital camera view them. In digital camera we can view them. So next is magnetic ink character reader. A magnetic ink character reader is a device that can read characters printed on a document with a special ink called magnetic ink. These readers are specially designed for banks to read checks and other financial documents. You can see on your check or your mother's, if anyone have an account in bank, they can see that in check the last line at the end of the check there is a written digits on check which cannot be read by the user, but the magnetic ink character read them and process checks quickly because the bankers does not have to enter all the details manually. These characters have details of the account holder and other. They are read by the MICR and fed into the system. Next one is microphone. A microphone or mic is a device that is used for voice or speech input. Like I am recording a lecture and I am recording my voice. This voice is recording using a microphone, which have softwares, and microphone has a sound card software that can interpret the sound and record them. This device can be used by a person to record sounds in the computer and also to communicate with other through the internet calls. You can see nowadays we have internet calls like in messenger, video call, and voice call on internet. We can listen the sounds of other person, sound of groups. We can call in groups. So these are all possible through microphone. Keyboard is an input device used to enter data by pressing a key. It is just like typewriter. Most common, why typewriter is same like keyboard, because typewriter has the alphabets on it to enter in a computer. Most common keyboards are QWERTY. Why we say that QWERTY keyboards are more popular? How can we justify that the keyboard is QWERTY? Because the top row of the keyboard is managed in QWERTY. That's why we can say that the keyboard is in QWERTY. It is most common input device. Next, output devices are next topic. Output, the result of work. I have told you before that IPO cycle, input, processing, and then output. We have learned about input devices and now output devices. Processing devices are the devices which helps to process the input and then show the results on the screen or on the paper. The output devices can show the results on screen or on paper. Now we have four output devices: monitor, printer, speaker and plotter. In monitor is an output device which is used to show results on screen. It is just like a television. Monitors are further divided into two types: LCD monitors and CRT monitors. LCD is the technology nowadays using in homes and offices. CRT, you can say that it was technology used before. CRT, cathode ray tube, it is just like television, or monitor like television was like that, but now LCDs are different from television. Next one is printers. Next output device is printers. Printers are output devices that provide the result of output on paper. Printer speeds can be measured in character per second or in pages per minute. There are two types of printer: impact printers and non-impact printers. Impact printers are further divided in different types, and non-impact printers are divided also in different types. Impact printers are printers which print the results, which prints the document by striking of ink, while non-impact printer uses thermal technology or heat. Impact printers strike to print. An impact printer is a type of printer that operates by striking a metal or plastic head against an ink ribbon. The ink ribbon is pressed between the head and the paper. When it hits the paper, it marks the page with the appropriate character, dot, line or symbol. Impact printers can further be divided into two types: line printers and character printers. Further, line printers and character printers are also divided. Impact printers are all of they are line printer, character printer, daisy wheel printer. You can see that line printer print lines. A high speed of printer can print 300 to 3000 lines per minute. Line printer cannot print pictures and produce a lot of noise because of striking. The noise is produced in impact printers. Impact printers, the main disadvantage of impact printers is that it produces a lot of noise. Next one is character printer. Character printers prints the result character by character at a time. These printers can be divided into two types: dot matrix printer, letter quality printer. While we can see that daisy wheel printer is also a type of character printer, because when the wheel of this printer moves, the one character is printed. A dot matrix print has a print head with many pins on it. As the head moves across the paper, these pins strike on a ribbon and the ink on the ribbon prints on the paper. The striking of pins create impacts which then form letters or characters. The advantage of dot matrix printer are that they are inexpensive and can print multiple copies at the same time if the paper used for printing is carbon paper. However, the disadvantage of this printer is that it is very slow because it prints character by character. Letter quality printer. It prints a single character at a time. These printers have a print head which looks like a wheel and contains character on it. When the printing starts, the desired character come in front of the printer hammer. The hammer strikes the character and it is printed on the paper. Next one is non-impact printers. We have seen that impact printers are the printer which use striking for printing a character, printing the file or document. In non-impact printers, this technology, laser technology, is used rather than striking of ink. This type of printer doesn't operate by striking a head against a ribbon. Non-impact printers are much faster than the impact printers and produce a negligible amount of noise. Non-impact printers can further be categorized as thermal printers, inkjet and laser printers. Thermal printers. The word thermal means heat, so thermal printer is a type of printer that uses heat to print. This type of printers has a print head containing many small resistive heating pins. When the printers start working, the pins create impression on the paper. There are two types of thermal printers. Number one, wax-based ink paper and creates the impression. Other printer burns small dots in the paper and creates impression. Next one is inkjet printer. Inkjet printers prints by spraying small drops of ink on the paper. Typical inkjet printer can produce a print of at least 300 dots per inch. Some inkjet printers can even print up to 600 dots per inch. You can see that the quality of printer, inkjet printer, the speed of inkjet printer is high than the um, line printer and character printer. The inkjet printers are quite inexpensive and produce large number of prints before needing the ink cartridge to be changed. The inkjet printers can print in black and white as well as colored printouts. Next one is laser printer. Is the latest type of printer. It uses laser technology to print on paper. When a document is sent to the printer for printing, a laser beam strikes a selenium coated drum of the printer using electric charge. You can see that it prints by laser technology. Low quality of printer in as compared to laser printer. Line printer and character printers are low quality printer. Speed low, their speed is low, as laser printer is faster. You can see after the document is printed, the electric charge removed from the drum and excess toner is collected. The print quality of laser printer is excellent. Next one is plotter. We have discussed till now two output devices, number one monitor, number two printer are of different types, impact printer and non-impact printer. Impact printer are further categorized and non-impact are also further categorized. We can see that plotter is an output device which is very similar to a printer. A plotter is used to print graphics, maps and drawings. A plotter works with one or more automated pens. Plotters draw points to point drawing of very high resolution. There are two types of plotters, or three types of plotters: flatbed plotters, drum plotters and electrostatic plotters. Microfilm. Computer output on microfilm is a technology that transfers the data of a computer in the form of tiny images onto a microfilm. The microfilm can be read by a microfilm reader. The advantage of microfilm is that it can store a large amount of data on a small sized roll of film. This helps in storing the data more conventionally. It is used in film industry. We see that the large amount of data is stored on microfilm while the film is produced or captured. Next one is memory devices. I have told you about IPO cycle. In IPO cycle, input, processing and output, I have told you that storage devices are optional, but it's up to you. In computer, storage is must. Without storage devices, a computer cannot store any material, any document. So it is necessary for a computer to have a space up to 80 or 50 GB, so that the important files can be stored on the computer. Memory devices are storage devices. There are two types of memory devices: primary memory and secondary memory. Main memory or primary memory, it is also categorized in two types: random access memory and read-only memory. The primary memory is the internal memory of the CPU. This type of memory is on integrated chips. It can store raw data, program instructions, as well as I can tell you that main memory is the memory which start working when the computer is turned on. It store data. It have data in its while our operating system is also kept in main memory. If we extract main memory from the computer cannot start and operating system cannot be load on it. So primary memory is the main memory of computer. Next one is ROM. ROM is read only memory. It is further divided into three types: programmable ROM, erasable program ROM, electrically erasable program ROM. What is the function of ROM? A ROM store data. When the computer is built, ROM is built and fitted in a computer. This data helps the computer to perform the basic functions of an operating system. The ROM is present in the computer in the form of a small chip. The data on the ROM stays intact even if we switch the computer off. We can see that when we turn off our computer, the time in the computer takes. When we turn on the computer, the time is according to the exact time which is now. Are the information of manufacturing company, we can say that Dell company or Haier or other companies which manufacture the computer, they have recorded, they have stored their information in ROM. When we start our computer, the information of that company is shown on the screen, on the monitor. This is done just because of ROM. Programmable ROM, the data in programmable ROM is written, cannot be deleted, but in erasable programmable data can be erased. But in electrically erasable program, the data can electrically erase and can be used again and again in this type of ROM. Next one is RAM, random access memory, is the main memory. It is also a storage device, but it only stores the data temporarily. When the computer turned off, the data is destroyed. When the computer is turned on and we are working, the data is stored in main memory or RAM. RAM allows the computer to read and write data and information on it. Any data that is waiting to be processed is stored in the RAM. As soon as you turn off the computer, all the data on the RAM gets deleted, and that is why it is called temporary or volatile memory. Next one is RAM. There are many types of RAM. SRAM, static RAM, and next one is secondary memory. Because of the limitations of the primary memory, it was required that another memory is added to the computer, because the data in main memory or RAM will be deleted when the computer is turned off, so it is necessary to store data in secondary memory. Therefore secondary memory is hard disk or of different types. We can see that floppy is another type of secondary memory. In floppy we can store data up to 1.44 MB, which is not very suitable. Nowadays we have a large amount of data, so floppy in nowadays is not suitable. Therefore we have hard disk. Hard disk, a storage device that fixes inside the system. We can use external hard disk if the internal hard disk has low space. It has a large capacity of storing data and information. Hard disk is the disk which is divided into 2 or 3 parts. When we install our window, we format the hard disk into 3 section, local, C, D and E. It's up to us how we can format and arrange the GBs in our, and divide the GBs in according to our needs. It consists of circular metallic disc coated with magnetic material on both sides of the disc. These discs are stacked on a spindle. It is very reliable device and can store data for long periods of time. Hard disks are also called Winchester discs. Magnetic tape is just like audio cassette or video tape. This storage medium comprises of a tape made of plastic ribbon which is coated with magnetizable material on one side and is mounted inside a cassette. It is also used to store large amount of data, but the data stored in magnetic tape is in sequence form. It cannot be accessed randomly. It can be accessed as in the sequence in which it is stored. Compact disc or CD. CD is the most common used storage device. Data stored on a CD is the form of tiny bits. CD can store up to 600 MB data, which is a lot more than a floppy disk. CD-ROM must be, there are 2 types of CDs, CD-ROM, writable CDs. The CD-ROM are read-only memories, while data can be written on writable CDs. In CD-ROMs, data cannot be written. The data written on first time cannot be deleted, but in writable CDs we can read and write data again and again. DVD, a digital video disc, has more storage capacity in it as compared to CD. It can store data in gigabytes, but in CD we store data in megabytes, MBs. In DVDs we can store data in GBs. DVDs store about 4.7 GB of data. A computer will only play a DVD if it has a DVD drive in it. Next, zip disk. Zip disk is very similar to floppy disk. The main difference between a floppy disk and a zip disk is that a zip disk can store a large amount of data as compared to a floppy disk. Next one is USB flash drive, or we can simply say it USB, universal serial bus, or flash drive is a portable storage medium. It can store a large amount of data and is very small in size. Commonly transfer data from one computer to another. Advantage of USB over any other portable storage is that you can write and erase data from USB as many times as you want. USB flash drives are also pen drives or thumb drives because of their small size. We can store data up to 64 GBs in USB flash drives. Thank you. We have discussed in this lecture the topics are input devices remaining topics, and then output devices and storage devices. In output devices we have discussed further 4 topics: monitor, printers and plotters, and then speaker. Then storage devices. In storage devices we have seen that how many types of storage devices are available in market, and most commonly devices storage which we used on our daily life are USB, hard disk, CD, DVD. DVDs are the most common output devices. Storage devices, the most reliable storage device is USB, because it store up to 32 GB data as external storage device. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.